Hi, I'm Deb Moen,
And I'm Barb Sandstrom.
and we are bringing to you a wonderful learning opportunity of self-discovery and renewal called Renew You. This is about bringing your best self to the world. Barb, can you tell us a little bit about what this class entails?
This is going to be a 6-week class with a mix of online sessions, some video recorded sessions that you will do on your own, and some independent study time using Google Classroom.
And over the 6 weeks, we're going to really focus on a wide variety of topics, all based on self-care and different ways to approach and look at self-care. And so the first session is going to be called Self-Care Aware. This is going to be an online session, and it's an opportunity to just kind of better understand where you're at with your self-care. And then from that information, then we can build on that. And how about our second session, Barb?
Our second session is going to be self-care through movement and dance. So we're going to look at what kind of movements are we currently doing, how can we up our game a little bit and yet still feel not that we're dedicated or obligated to time on a clock or steps that we need to take, but just look at rejuvenating ourselves through movement and through dance.
Awesome. And that second session is also a self-guided session, so they will just receive a video recording and then assignments through Google Classroom. And that will also be the focus for session 3. That will also be self-guided with a video recording and the assignments through Google Classroom. And the third session is color-infused self-care. Color has just such incredible capacity to really impact and influence our well-being, our overall mind state, and we can use it in our environment. We can also use it as we dress ourselves, and we're just going to explore lots of different focuses with how we can use color to promote our self-care.
That sounds good. And our session 4 is going to be an online session that is called Self-Care Creations. And I'm really excited about this because it's creating a special place that supports and our well-being that we're working on. And do you want to add a little bit more? Because I think we have a special guest who is going to be able to join us, Deb.
We do. Maren Day Woods, she trained in Feng Shui, and she is going to be guiding us through those principles of Feng Shui and helping us to better identify the colors that we can use, the placement of things, and how we can create a space that better supports our needs and our well-being. And then we're also going to be asking participants to use those Feng Shui principles to create a space of their own. And so I always love doing that portion of this session as well. I just love how we can impact our environment and our overall health and well-being just through creation of your space, whether that's the desktop at your work or your closet, or it doesn't have to be a whole house or a whole home, but just even small components of that.
That was really well displayed when we did our first class of Renew You this spring, and what they brought to our last session using the principles of Feng Shui, it was mind-blowing. And the differences that they not only felt just in having a different space, but other people wanted to be around them in their spaces that they had created. It was very profound.
Yeah, very impactful. I would totally agree with you. And I think, like you had mentioned in our previous Renew You class that we'd offered this spring, definitely that was a high point of the whole thing, and just kind of bringing everything together. Our fifth session is going to be, again, a self-guided recorded session with assignments through Google Classroom. And that is going to be, it's called Self-Care Vibes Through Music and Visual Arts. And so we're just going to explore other ways to add those elements of music and visual arts into our life in a little different focus and capacity, with the intention of how we can use those for improved self-care.
And our session 6 will then culminate with having a presentation by our participants in the class, and just what you have learned, what your goals are in the coming days, months, weeks ahead, and just gathering ideas on what each of us are doing and where you would like to go from there.
Exactly. And that last session is also an online session. So really there's a total of about 3 online meetups. We also are asking for individuals or small groups to schedule another time throughout those 6 weeks, kind of in between week 4 and week 5, to do just an individual or small group chat, depending upon the size of the class and how many participants we have. And that will just give us an opportunity to answer any questions, especially as they're creating their space using feng shui and color and those kinds of things. But otherwise, it will really be kind of a self-guided study. And again, this is all about giving you an opportunity to focus on your own well-being, your own self-care, and just with some guidance and kind of using a little different approach than maybe what we have traditionally looked at self-care and ways of doing self-care. So kind of expanding on those ideas. Are there some other things you want to add, Barb?
Yes, if you are an educator or administrator, you are able to take this class for graduate credit. It would be 1 semester hour of credit for equaling the 15 hours, and that is through UND. So you can sign up there. We do have the information that we can provide to you as well. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I don't know. This it's such a fun class for you and I to teach. We both have a passion in learning and growing personal development. We're educators ourselves. And it's, what we have learned over the course of our lives, and how the different ways that we can take care of ourselves, the different layers and levels that we have in our emotional, psychological, physical, and more, those aspects of our well-being and how we can better support ourselves is really, really important. And that's just been a wonderful thing that we have been able to just tap into and focus on in this ReNEW You class.
Well, and we do know too that as educators, we tend to give of ourselves, and we feel guilty when we take that time for ourselves away from family maybe or classroom. We always think of other things that we have to do. And this, from what I understood from the gals who were taking the class this spring, is at the end, they really did learn about that they should not feel guilty, because they know that if they don't take care of themselves, they can't take care of those that they love. And so, yes, there might be some principles within this class that you can incorporate into your classroom, but our true focus is just on educators and how you can better take care of yourself and, show up each morning just being the best that you can be.
Yeah, and bringing your best self to the world as often as you can. Not every day is going to be the same in what level that you bring forth, but when you take time to focus on you, to rebuild, to rebalance, to renew yourself, you are just going to be that much better able to help others and to do the things that you enjoy and that you love. And so that is exactly what this ReNEW You class is about. if you are interested, it is not too late. Our first session starts June 16th and runs till July 21st. Our second session for the summer starts July 9th and runs through August 13th. It is not too late to sign up for either of those sessions. And if you're interested, you can go to, let's see, it's Me Time. I gotta think, what is that? Oh, for heaven's sakes, isn't that terrible? I will put the link attachment at the bottom of this Facebook post so that you can be taken automatically to that registration site and get signed up. Oh, go ahead,
So,
Barb.
or if you have other questions or want to have some answers you need, you could also email to renewonline@gmail.com.
Exactly. Or you can give me a call at 701-898-8405. Or Barb, if you want to share your contact.
Yes, 701-240-0348.
And again, we will include that information, that contact information as well in our link to this video. You know, the cost for this is really a good price, a good value. $110 for that one semester or for that 15-hour class. The graduate credit is an additional fee that we will be sharing information with you about how to sign up and pay for that, but that is a separate fee from the course fee itself. So, Barb, is there anything else that you feel is important to share right now?
No, I think we're just looking forward to meeting you and working with you and learning from one another and growing our community of people who want to renew you.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So hope you have a great day and look forward to meeting you on our first online meetup session, either June 16th or July 9th. Bye.
Thank you.